Yeah, I mean, so far so good, you'd have to say. 10,000 police officers deployed every day in the streets of Glasgow in a huge policing operation, one that Police Scotland described a couple of weeks ago as the biggest police operation that the UK's ever seen. So that gives you some magnitude and scale of the whole operation. But yeah, so far so good. I was in Edinburgh yesterday at the Scottish Parliament. There was an Extinction Rebellion protest there, and I have to say that went really, really well. There was very calm. People were allowed to get along with their business and protest. Police obviously in attendance as well. However, you'd have to say that is maybe the calm before the storm, because there's a number of protests. I can just run through some of them now. Red Rebel train arriving with Extinction Rebellion from down the southwest of England in Glasgow this afternoon, so I'll be there to cover that one. Also the Greenwash March at midday on Wednesday, and then we've got Fridays for Future March at Kelvin Grove ahead of the big one on Saturday, which is the Global Day of Action. That's going to attract about 100,000 people. But I alluded there to Police Scotland earlier on. They certainly will take a zero tolerance approach. They said they want to work with people, and they've tried to work with groups, but there's no doubt about it. If people get in the way and try to block routes, they will be removed.
On top of this, there's a bin strike.
That's right, yes, of course, the bin strike as well. That came late last night. They've been threatening for a while, the GMB, so that's now going to add to the problem just to make things even worse for the Scottish Government. And obviously the organisers of COP26. It's certainly not going to be a pretty sight for people arriving, because there's not going to be a bin collection in Glasgow for a whole week. So there was a deal struck with the GMB and the workers, but what they said was that they didn't feel their members were getting enough time to digest that deal. So I don't know what's going on there, whether it's a bit of political wrangling and trying to use obviously the emergency of the situation to get exactly what they want. That may be one thing. It may not, but certainly that's going to cause a huge problem, you'd think, because we've got streets cordoned off in Glasgow already. Now we've got bin collections not happening, and get this, what I've just said as well, the sheer volume of protesters and delegates that are coming to the city as well. This is going to be difficult to get around, and it could cause problems.